Good morning, children. This is Suman Bhatia, your SS teacher, and I am continuing today with the chapter number 1 of Civics Equality Standard 7. So, student, yesterday we learned about the story of Kanta, and we saw that every person in our country, India, has a right to vote, equal right to vote. We also saw the definition of universal adult franchise. We also learned that in spite of equality, that is a key factor of our democracy, still inequality exists in our society. So this is the main topics that we learned yesterday. Now for today's topic, we move towards the first topic called recognizing dignity. When any person is treated unequally, his dignity gets violated. That is, the dignity means respect. So if you treat a person unequally, you do not give him equal respect. So whether the person is a male or a female, whether he belongs to whichever caste, whichever religion he practices, or from whatever background, rich or poor, upper caste, lower caste, whatever background that person comes from, all these factors are the key factor for that person to be treated unequal. For example, we saw the story of Om Prakash Valmiki. Since he was a Dalit boy, he was not treated equal to other children in the school by the teachers. If you see the story of Ansaris, okay, these people has shifted to a new city. They were searching a house on rent. But after searching the house on rent, they were ready to pay whatever the rent of the house would be. Still, people refused to give them the flat on rent. Why? Because people thought that the religion was one of the big obstacle. People didn't accept them in the way they were. So people refused to provide the flat to them just because of the religious inequality. So we come to know from the above two stories how on the basis of difference of caste and religion, Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansaris were treated unequally. So when people are treated unequally, we don't give respect to that people. So that people feel very, very bad. Equality in the Indian democracy. Now, Constitution. The word called Constitution. So, Constitution is the book in which all the laws for our country are written. So, every person is equal in the Indian Constitution. So, the Indian Constitution says that each and every person is equal. Living in this country, each person has equal right. The word equal means that every individual, male, female, whatever religion they belong to, whatever caste they belong to, whatever tribes they belong to, whatever education that people may have, whatever poor, rich background they belong to, they are all equal. Who says this? The Constitution of our country, India. So, some provisions are written in the constitutions. Okay? Some provisions are written. Provisions means some laws are written in the Constitution which say that everybody is equal. Even if these laws are made, it doesn't mean that inequality doesn't exist today in reality. But at least in democratic India, the principle of equality for all persons is recognized by law, by the Constitution. Before the constitution was written, before our constitution came on effect, 1950, 26 January 1950, our constitution came on effect. So what happened? Before that, no law existed to protect the people from discrimination and ill treatment. After this constitution was made, many laws are written. So if any person is treated unequally, that person can fight. And get justice from the parliament through the process of the constitution. The first constitution provision that every person is equal before the law. No person can be discriminated on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place of birth, or whether he is a male or a female. So, all these factors says that in spite of all these differences, everybody in our country, India, is equal. The third point, every person living in the country, India, can use all the public places. Hotels, playgrounds, shops, markets. Everyone can use all the available facilities like well, roads, bathing ghats. It is equal for everyone. It's open for everyone. No restriction for anyone. Indian government has put untouchability to an end. Untouchable means the Dalit peoples. They were called as untouchable. In the past times, these people were not allowed to live in the villages. But after the formation of the constitution, this system of untouchability has been removed from our society. The government has tried to implement equality in two ways. So, very important point. The government has tried to implement the equality in two ways. First, through the constitution. The constitution takes the guarantee. The constitution of our country, India, takes the guarantee and makes law and says that everybody is equal. Second, government has planned many programs and schemes to bring equality in the society. The government of our country has made various programs. So, one of that example is the midday meal. Second is providing the food grains at the fair price shop, ration shops. So, in this way, various schemes and government programs are constructed or implemented by the government to bring equality in the society among the people. So, students, this is all for today. Hope you all have understood the three basic things I taught you today. First, recognizing dignity. One should respect one in whatever way one person is. Secondly, the equality in the Indian democracy, the 4 points which I stated today. Every person is equal before the law, no discrimination on any basis, all public places are open to everyone, untouchability is removed from our society, and equality is guaranteed by the government in two ways, that is the constitution and the schemes of the government to help the poor. So, thank you children. Thank you for listening me, understanding. Hope you all have understood. You have noted down the points. So, keep safe, be healthy, be happy, keep studying well. Thank you.